The Avalanche blockchain is the new rave in town, and it has entirely lived up to the literal meaning of its name. Over the past couple of weeks, the price of its native token, AVAX, has soared from $18 to almost $60. In this video, we'll be taking a deep dive into the foundation of this amazing innovation, and by the end of this video, I promise you will know the reason why it has been soaring to its new all-time high, and I'll try to keep things as simple to understand as possible. Hello guys, welcome back to Crypto Gems. My name is Jamie. In this video, I'll be telling you everything you need to know about Avalanche. But before we start our journey, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more. One thing you also need to know about me is that I'm not a financial advisor, so nothing in this video should be considered as financial advice, and you should always do your own research. So with that out of the way, let's get started. First thing first, what is Avalanche? Avalanche is an open source platform for launching DeFi applications and enterprise blockchain deployments in one interoperable, highly scalable ecosystem. Avalanche is capable of processing 4,500 transactions per second and a safety threshold well above the 51% standards of other networks. For Ethereum 2.0, you would need 51% of all the staked token to attack the network. With Avalanche, you will have to control at least 80% of the network to perform an attack. A key difference between Avalanche and other decentralized networks is the consensus protocol. When a transaction is broadcast to the network, Avalanche validators undergo a process known as repeated random subsampling to independently pull other validators to determine if the transaction is valid. Validators do this over and over again on new randomly selected nodes until it builds up enough data to determine that its probability of being correct is so high you may as well consider it's impossible that's wrong. With enough confidence, a decision is finalized immediately in a process so fast that Avalanche rivals major payment systems in its ability to clear transactions in a network. The AVAX token is the native token of the Avalanche platform and is used to secure the network through staking, transact peer-to-peer, pay for fees, and provide a basic unit of account between the multiple sub-networks created on the Avalanche platform. But why did the price pump up so insanely in these 2 weeks? Well, one of the reasons is its decentralized finance incentive protocol. They call it the Avalanche Rush Initiative, and indeed it attracted the top dogs because Aave and Curve, the two of the most prominent DeFi protocols with almost $25 billion in combined total value, joined the initiative. Behind every success is a great team. Avalanche was co-founded by Eamon Goussouris, Kevin Zucchini, and Mao Fan Tat Yin, the first author of the hot stuff protocol used in Facebook's Libra. And something interesting about Avalanche is that before he ever started, Eamon was the advisor to Kevin during his PhD studies at the Cornell University. That's just like saying Kevin was a student of Eamon and they regularly debate in the lab about different stuff. During one of such conversations, they discussed how they would build the ideal consensus algorithms from scratch, not just tweak them around, but really reinvent them from the ground up. And that was how Avalanche was born, literally just like that. From that debate, they realized they had the ingredients for a competitive product and they set to work. Kevin left his studies to start Ava Labs along with his advisor, and they teamed up with over 45 individuals to deliver the most innovative breakthrough in blockchain technology. Moving on to the advantages and disadvantages of the project. The first advantage that popped up in my mind is its feature of being EVM compatible. This is a huge benefit because developers can seamlessly port the decentralized application over from Ethereum at a low cost, reduce friction for developers to learn a new programming language or build a completely new one from scratch. Second advantage I could think of is that Avalanche doesn't require expensive specialist hardware to participate in the network as a validator. Avalanche is an incredible lightweight protocol, so the minimum computer requirements are quite modest. You just need to have 6 GB of RAM and 200 GB of space. Well, not everybody has it laying around, but it's relatively attainable. Better yet, nodes only process transactions when there are transactions to be validated, so no wasted resources. Well, of course, there are also disadvantages, and it's important to let my viewers know. AVAX doesn't have a liveness guarantee for conflicting transactions. Liveness is a mechanism that guarantees that all nodes will eventually reach some consensus, no matter how long, no matter what happens. You could call it the insurance of blockchain network, but unfortunately, AVAX doesn't have that. This means that Avalanche network runs the risk of attack if something drastic happens to the blockchain network. Also, there's not a lot of storage options on the Avalanche network, plus the inevitable threat of faulty and bug-filled smart contracts can potentially cripple the network's performance going forward. Well, many blockchain projects struggle with similar issues, and only time can tell whether Avalanche can overcome all these obstacles in the future. So that's it for today's video. There's a lot of room for Avalanche to grow, and it's up to you whether to take advantage and invest in the project or not. But do let me know what you think of Avalanche, whether you agree with my analysis or you prefer some other, Ethereum killer. Let me know everything in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more similar content. Of course, if you have other projects in mind that you would like me to cover in my future videos, drop me a comment below as well, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.